Hello, my dear students. Welcome in another video lecture of our economic entomology paper. In this video lecture, we will continue our discussion on medical entomology by discussing head loss. So, head loss are very common insects which we are aware of, but still we are going to discuss about the morphology of head loss, and then we will see the vectorship of head loss, the pathogenicity of head loss, and control measures of head loss. Let us go for the morphology first. So basically head loss are cosmopolitan in distribution, which means they can or they are present worldwidely. So they are found worldwidely. They are abundant, overcrowded, and they are most abundant in overcrowded areas and slums, prisons में, slums में, overcrowded areas में, and बहुत सारी military barracks में वो बहुत ज़्यादा पाए जाते हैं, and the infection is caused by them. In case of these head loss also, both sexes are blood suckers. So male and female both sucks the blood. Basically they are having a piercing and sucking type of mouth parts. Head loss is the creature or is insect which just prefer to live into the hairs of human beings, head hairs of human beings, and they are mostly they are most of the time stick to the skin of the skull. So they are found near to the skin of skull. These insects are when we are talking about the adult head loss, they are wingless and they are grey colored insects. So you can just see here they are grey colored insects with sharp and curved claws. You can just see this. They are having sharp and curved claws to hold on the skin very tightly. They are having single horny sharp and curved claws. They are having a variation in body temperature which is different in different region, or they just prefer to keep their body temperature variant as per the host habitat or their host isolation. So they are having a number of diseases spreading amongst human beings. They spread number of diseases. So let us go for the vectorship in sense the diseases they just prefer to spread. So they spread epidemic typhus in human beings, and they also spread trench fever in human beings and relapsing fever in human beings. So epidemic typhus, as you are listening it for the first time, it is kind of fever only जिसमें symptoms होते हैं, headache होता है, बहुत ज़्यादा nausea होता है, और head spinnings is also one of the symptom of the epidemic typhus, and nausea, diarrhea is also one of the symptom in this. And trench fever में headache होता है, trench fever में body temperature बहुत बढ़ जाता है, fever increases, and the another is nausea होता है यहाँ पे भी. और one more thing is there that is most similar to the epidemic typhus. trench fever में एक और ये होता है कि वो हेड स्पिनिंग वगैरह होती है और वोमिटिंग होती है. वोमिटिंग इज़ ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द symptom of trench fever. And epidemic fever is there. epidemic relapsing fever में bleeding भी होती है, head spinning भी होती है, headache होता है, fever होता है, and इसमें भी vomiting भी होती है. Now one more thing is that epidemic fever is just spreaded into the areas of Africa, Europe, Asia and Central and South America में ये ट्रांसमिट किया जाता है और स्प्रेड होता है बाय द हेड लोस. एंड जो ट्रेंच फीवर है, ट्रेंच फीवर भी अमेरिका के कुछ पार्ट्स में, यूरोप के कुछ पार्ट्स में, अफ्रीका में, एशिया में, मेक्सिको वगैरह में स्प्रेड होता है. और epidemic relapsing fever is spreaded in Europe एंड अफ्रीका, स्पेशली इथोपिया के जो रीजन्स है, इथोपिया जो है वहाँ पे ज़्यादा स्प्रेड होता है एपिडेमिक रिलैप्सिंग फीवर बाय head loss. So these head loss act as a vector for these three diseases: epidemic typhus, trench fever, and epidemic relapsing fever. Now let us go for the pathogenicity. So जो epidemic typhus है वो spread हो is caused by जो बैक्टीरिया है उसका नाम है रिकेट्सिया प्रोवैक्सिकाई. So Rickettsia प्रोवैक्सिकाई is the that bacteria we can say जिसको head loss as a vector pass करता है into the human body. And another that trench fever is caused by Rockalemia quintana. So this is another pathogen which is just spreaded by the help of these human loss, we can say head loss. And finally the last epidemic relapsing fever is spreaded by the Borrelia recurrentis. Borrelia recurrentis is the bacterium which is just spreaded by or which is transmitted by the head loss to the human body. And this is how the pathogenicity of these human head loss is there. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you about the scientific name of head loss. So it is pediculus. The scientific name of head loss is Pediculus humanus. Now let us go for the control measures. So control measures are very simple, so that one should just keep being fresh or just keep cleaned itself, its head. And if infestation is more या फिर बहुत ज़्यादा head loss हो गई है, so one can use dusting of 2% of मेलाथियोइन का डस्टिंग कर सकते हैं, 2% मेलाथियोइन का डायरेक्टली, या फिर 1% लिंडेन डस्टिंग यूज़ कर सकते हैं, सो एज टू गेट रिड ऑफ फ्रॉम दीज हेड लॉस. या फिर वन कैन यूज़ 0.5% ऑफ DDT मिक्सड इनटू द हेयर ऑयल. यहाँ पे हेयर ऑयल जो यूज़ करते हैं डेली, तो उसमें 5% ऑफ DDT जो पाउडर है वो मिक्स करके अप्लाई कर सकते हैं हेयर ऑयल के साथ. या फिर 0.2% लिंडेन भी ले सकते हो हेयर ऑयल में. इन स्पाइट ऑफ DDT 2% ऑफ लिंडेन ऐड कर सकते हो. तो डेली हेड मसाज ले सकते हो बाय अप्लाइंग डेली द 0.5% ऑफ DDT और 0.2% of linden within the hair oil will be helpful, so as to get rid of from the head loss. Or one can use the products which are available into the market. There are number of products. That Clear Lice is a product which can help to get rid of from the head loss, we can say. और basically इंडिया में देखा जाए तो Medicare is the most common and famous brand which is used to get rid of from the head loss. So this is how one can be away from the head loss. So this is the topic which ends up here. Hopefully you have understood it. So thanks for watching. Have a nice day.